Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Blue-Eyed Rambling, where I talk about just about anything. Today's topics are going to be covering lane splitting and filtering, cars are always out to get you, and planning ahead. So stay tuned, and we'll start rambling. So I'm going to try and get more videos out. It is very hard for me with my schedule, 2 kids, and just trying to get the editing done and get things out and try to get at least somewhat quality content out to you. So I know I've been trying to release weekly. I want to try and get bi-weekly, so we'll see how it goes. The Blue Eye Rambling videos are a little easier because it's just me rambling over top of some existing video that I haven't used for other content. Hopefully you guys end up liking these, and again, please comment your opinions. I have no problem if you don't like it, if you give a good reason why, not just that it stinks. I'm hoping that you guys do like them. My first ramblings video actually did somewhat well, but my second one didn't. Please comment, tell me what you think, and let me know. But to get on with it, the first topic I wanted to ramble on about is lane splitting and filtering, and my opinions about it. Now, lane splitting is only legal, like they actually legalized it in law in California. Now, I know some of you might be jumping, it's like, no, it's legal here. Lane filtering is legal in the other areas, not lane splitting. And there is a big difference, and I did cover it in another video, but lane splitting is when you're going down the road at speed and going between cars. Lane filtering is when traffic has come to a crawl. If you're at a stoplight or a stop sign or whatever, you filter your way up front and get out from behind where you can get rear-ended. So the reason why I don't like lane splitting is because it is at speed, and this might be because of the roads around here. They're not wide enough to let you split in between cars at speed, at least not safely. California's got wider lanes, I believe. I've never been to California, but they're also, there's a law there in place, and it protects the rider, saying that cars must give way to motorcyclists. Even so, if you're going down a highway at 60 miles an hour, or 70, or even faster, going between cars, it's very dangerous. Cars have a hard time seeing you when you're going normal speeds and driving with them. When you start going in between them, a lot can happen, and to get sideswiped at 70 miles an hour, it's just not going to end well. So I am not really a supporter of lane splitting. However, I am a dedicated supporter of lane filtering, and I believe lane filtering should be legal nationwide. And the reason being is a lot of accidents for motorcycles happen when they're stopped or in slow traffic because people aren't paying attention and end up rear-ending them. Now, in a car, it's a slight fender bender, but on a motorcycle, it can lead to some pretty serious injuries. So being able to filter your way up to the front, you're not jumping in line, and car drivers think that way. Oh, they just jumped ahead of me. Not right. This isn't a line to get your meal at the friggin' McDonald's, okay? This is just general traffic. A motorcycle jumping up in front of you, or even a couple of them, aren't going to cost you time, especially considering how quickly we get moving. So lane filtering puts the motorcycle all the way at the front where the stopped cars are. So they are already stopped, so the likelihood of them rear-ending you is far less. Now, it can still happen. People not paying attention, their foot gets off the brake, they start coasting forward, or maybe their nose was stuck in their cell phone, they didn't even know you were there, and then the light turns green and they gun it before they even look up and really notice you. So there are, still general issues with getting up front, but it doesn't matter in those cases if you were already there first or if you filtered your way up front. So lane filtering is a must-have, but you also have to be very careful because you are going between cars, and a lot of states the roads are just too narrow. You end up taking off mirrors, and that's your fault, not the car driver. Or you can even end up sideswiping their car, or maybe they move over a little bit and you cut too quick and hit another car. So you have to be very careful, but lane filtering usually happens at a very slow speed. And a lot of the states, I say a lot, but there aren't many, they actually have like a speed limit for lane filtering. Like you must be going under 30 miles an hour and things like that. I haven't dived into all the laws of the states, but I know that they usually have limitations on it. And that's to keep it at a filtering level rather than a splitting level. Those are just my opinions. Why don't you let me know what you think? Are you a supporter of lane splitting? Are you a supporter of lane filtering? Both? I mean, typically if you're a supporter of lane splitting, you're a supporter of lane filtering. But maybe some of you agree. Lane splitting is just too dangerous, but filtering is something that we must have. Let me know. I would love to hear and get your opinions. So the next rambling topic I wanted to talk about is that cars are always out to get you. They're out to hit you. Another YouTuber that I watch, Cycle Cruiser, actually just touched on this subject. And it is true. Cars are out to get you. They may not be doing it intentionally, but if you assume they are, you're going to be more well prepared. The way I go while riding is I just assume they are going to hit me. They're going to try to hit me. Not that they are, but if you assume that they're going to try to hit you, you're going to be more prepared to handle that situation. Car pulling out from a side street, assume they're going to pull out right in front of you, or that they're going to pull out right into you. Behind a car, assume they're going to slam on their brakes. In front of a car, assume they're not paying attention and they're going to rear end you. Beside cars, assume they're going to switch lanes, hit you. If you always assume this, you're going to be prepared, but you're also going to be in a better mentality. You see a lot of videos on YouTube about people getting angry, bashing mirrors off, kicking the sides of cars. If you're already prepared thinking that they are going to try to get you, you're going to be less angry when it does happen because you were ready for it. There is no reason to rev bomb. As a matter of fact, rev bombing is one of the most dangerous things you can do because you're not stopping. You're not controlling your bike. You're turning the throttle. Control your bike. Pay attention to the car. Have your exit path. And just assume that they're going to try to hit you and have a way out. And then when they do go and switch lanes right into you, you already have your exit path. You can go ahead, honk your horn twice at them and maybe give them a wave of, hey, pay attention afterwards. But there is no reason to hit a mirror, kick the side of the car, rev bomb them, hold down your horn on them. Just move on with your life. Let them go. It's less stress for you. It's more relaxing for you because you're not getting all frustrated and angry at these people, and you can enjoy your ride more. Just assume they're always out to get you. One thing I want to touch on this is when you're watching cars that are pulling out, so side street, parking lot, whatever, look at the wheel. And this is actually surprisingly something that a lot of people don't know, and I'm really trying to push for this knowledge, is if you watch the wheel instead of the car, you will see that wheel moving before you see the car moving. And it's because it's the smaller object, and it spins a lot more for the slight movement. So if a car moves an inch, the wheel might move 3 inches. I mean, I hate math. I'm not going to figure it out. But it moves a lot more than the car actually moves. So you will see a wheel move before you see the car move. And that'll give you an indication if they're coming out. Assume they're coming out, but you know they're coming out if you see that wheel's moving. Look at the wheel. You'll know a lot quicker. And don't get angry. And definitely don't bash mirrors and kick cars. Please realize that it is illegal to do that as well. If you bash your mirror off, you're actually guilty of property damage. Doesn't matter what they did. It doesn't even matter if they hit you. If you go and you purposely damage their car, that's on you. Just try and relax a little, be prepared, and move on with your life. The next topic I wanted to talk about was planning ahead. And this is a very broad topic, but what I wanted to really focus on was planning on where you're going to be later. So say you're heading out to the carnival. It is carnival season, right? Say you're heading out to the carnival, you're gonna go out, you're gonna spend the evening there and watch the fireworks and then head home. When you head there, it's daylight. What do you have for coming home at nighttime? I have seen so many videos of people riding at night with tinted visors. That is not a good idea. It reduces your visibility quite a bit. There are new auto tinting visors out there, which are awesome. You can get both sets, clear and tinted visors. Carry the clear one with you. Although that's usually a pain to not only protect it, but store it, because it isn't like it folds up into a nice, convenient, small little package that you can place in your backpack or tail bag or whatever. If you know you're going to be riding at nighttime, but you're going to be riding in the day, I highly recommend just wearing sunglasses. I used to do this before I got my Nolan helmets with the drop-down tinted visor. I would just slide on a pair of sunglasses under my helmet and ride with them, and then pop the sunglasses in my tail bag and ride with the clear visor on the way home. So plan ahead in that regard. Make sure that you can see when you're heading home. Motorcycle headlights are really lousy, especially the low beams. And don't ride with the high beams all the time. There are people out there who ride with the high beams on all the time. It blinds other drivers, and if you cause an accident because you blind them, and chances are that accident's going to be them swerving into you, because that's just the way the brain works, is when it's focused on something. I'm getting blinded, you just head towards it for some reason. It's not going to be their fault because you blinded them, and it's actually illegal in a lot of states to ride with your high beams on and blind people. So please plan ahead, make sure you can see at night. The other thing is, how late is it going to be? Are you going to be tired when you leave that carnival? Did you get up at the crack of dawn or before dawn to go to work, and then you're going out afterwards to go to the carnival, spending all the evening there in the hot weather and just walking around and wearing your energy down? If you're going to be exhausted and you feel you're going to be exhausted, it might be best to leave the bike home. And that's because if you're tired and fatigued, you're not going to be alert enough to be riding a motorcycle. So it's just a safety thing. I mean, a lot of people figure they can do it, but when you're tired on a bike, it's a little different than being tired on a car. You need your reflexes. You need to be able to react and respond in a timely manner, which you just can't do when you're really tired. So please take that into consideration. Perhaps it's a very short trip to get home from the carnival or wherever you are, and so it won't be a problem. But if it's a longer trip, please take that into consideration. Be safe out there. And another thing for planning ahead is make sure you know how long you're going to be out and that you are going to be hydrated and your stomach's not going to be growling. So get yourself drinks, bring drinks along, make sure to stay hydrated, and bring some snacks. Peanuts are great. They're dense food, so they last a while in your stomach. It doesn't take much to help alleviate the hunger pains. So plan ahead, have some snacks, make sure you have drinks. That's also important because if you get stranded somewhere, you'll have food and drink. So that's pretty much it for the ramblings today. Hopefully you learned something and it was entertaining. Again, please let me know. Not many people are commenting to let me know what they think. I want to get content that you enjoy out there, so let me know, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I will try and answer everyone's questions as soon as possible. If there's anything you would like to see, any tips, tricks, techniques, anything at all motorcycle related, please let me know. I do these videos for you, so anything that you would like to see, I am more than happy to do it. If you like this video, please click that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell to notify you whenever a new video drops. Thank you again. Ride safe and keep the rubber side down.